In this tutorial, we are going to create another enemy that can move in any direction this time, and we want that to happen randomly. So you might remember with our previous enemies, they could only move left and right or up and down. This time, the enemy is going to move in all directions. So I've already created a new enemy to work with here. And we'll go into the events, and following all the same steps we did with the previous enemy so far, create a direction attribute, which will be a text attribute. In fact, I've already created that, so I'll just leave the one I've already got there. And again, just like we did last time, we're going to be detecting with the directions left, right, up or down. Directions left, we'll move left. Again, this is all the same thing that we did with our previous enemies so far, except for at this stage we are going to detect all directions, so left, right, up and down. And don't forget, for up and down we're looking at the Y speed, not the X speed. Okay. There we go. So that's just combining what we did in one of our last tutorials with the enemies, moving left, up, right and down. The next thing we need to do is we'll need to create another attribute. This attribute is going to store a randomly generated number. We'll call this one random direction, and stores a number. Okay, and my next section of coding is going to happen in the when created event. Okay, so in this section, we want to randomly generate a number every few seconds, and depending on that number will determine what direction the character moves in. So I want this to happen only every few seconds. So in the time section of the flow there, we're going to say do every, I'm going to say maybe 4 seconds. And every 4 seconds, we want to set the random direction attribute to a random number between 1 and 4. Okay, because we've got 4 directions the character can go in, left, right, up or down. We're going to have 4 numbers to represent each of those directions. So next we'll need an if statement. We need a few if statements actually. And we need a comparison there. If the direction is 1. Not direction, wrong one. If the random direction, the new one, is 1, then we will set the character's direction to left. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate that. And then for the next one, if the random number is set to 2, then we'll set the direction to right. And duplicate again. We'll do the same for up and down. So if the random number generated is 3, then the direction will be up. If the number is 4, then the direction will be down. Okay, so drag that in up. Yeah, okay, so let me just go over what we've done there. Where we every 4 seconds, we are randomly generating a number between 1 and 4. And then if the number is a 1, we'll set the direction to left for our enemy. If the number is 2, we set the direction to right. If the number is 3, up. If the number is 4, down. And every 4 seconds, that this whole process will be repeated, and then it'll change the enemy's direction. So let's put that in up there, and we should be ready to give that a test. Now, I think let's just test it out and see how it goes so far. Okay, so looks like we've got a couple of problems at the moment, and part of the problem is probably when he runs into the wall, but also the properties we need to fix up as well. As you can see, the character's spinning around everywhere. So let's fix up the properties first and make sure we set this as it's an enemy. I've always got to remember to check that. And physics cannot rotate and is not affected by gravity either. Okay, that should fix up that problem. Now, the other issue we have is when he runs into a wall. So when the character runs into a wall, we're going to need to do something. If we go into events, what I might do is when the character hits the wall, I'm going to repeat this process here, where if the character hits a wall, the enemy hits a wall, it then suddenly needs to decide what direction it's going to go in. So I'm going to copy all of this code here. Put that back, and I'm going to go into a collision with our wall event. That's what we want to do. So any collision with any of the tiles, which is the walls. Now I'm going to paste that code that I just copied before. So anytime the character hits a wall, it will go through that process again of deciding what direction it wants to go in. Let's give the game a test again. We'll see how that goes. Okay, and there we go. As you can see, the enemy is moving in all different directions. every 4 seconds it changes direction, or when it hits the wall it will also change direction. And that's the end of this tutorial.